Okay, it's finally video. Yay! There was a lot of not video happening. Is there at least audio? I have no idea. Arrgh. Okay, the video's back. Hopefully for realsies this time. Can you guys hear me before I speak and realize that I might not necessarily be speaking to anyone? Can you? Okay, good. This has been one bout of scuff after another bout of scuff, wrapped in scuff with a hint of scuff seltzer. But we finally alive. Now I just need to hope that my camera girl comes back. And whatnot. Well, before that, I suppose I could just like one. Sorry for the shaky cam. The nerves in my hands are shot from years of name a thing I've been doing. But I like laid all of my ingredients on the table with everything to make my life easier. And okay, I can turn this down. A little bit. And got the oven on. The reason why I'm boiling water will become apparent soon. Let's just say a little bit more, even more jank. But it's the good kind of jank. Little known sequel to Smith and Wesson. That's a good one, Bulwark. Also, hey, welcome to a stream where I'm actually going to be baking things, even though you're the baker. So, there's going to be a lot of me going back and forth between here in the kitchen because it's like there's stuff that I can't do. Can't freely do in the here because I mean there's a little bit of a lack of a heat source here, as you can see. Okay. I'm not sure if she's coming back, guys. She might not. Well, this is gonna be fun to do then. You could burn my house down much faster. What a terrifying thought, Bulwark. I believe you, though. I very much believe you. Where did the kitty go? Oh, there she is! The true star of the show. As she enters EP mode. Oh, the heat in here works pretty decently, but we've got blankets for that, Jathamir. Trans girl arsonist subclass. Jesus Christ, how terrifying. Well, I guess this is the part where I try to like set my phone up in a way where y'all can see me rather than just hear me. I went through the trouble of making myself pretty and nobody can actually see me. So, don't mind me if this takes a couple tries to get just right. I don't have a actual proper phone stand or anything. Like, I can like set things up, but and of course it's on a lag. Oh, good. Okay, sort of see me. The lighting is not great, but this is what I've got. Yeah, I decided I was like, I should wear a dress this time around. And so I did. But, you know, keep the dress pretty. Of course we have ourselves an apron. I guess I'm doing the whole process. I'm even the part where I put the apron on. It's like, oh, this is a start to finish thing. Thankfully, Sunny is on the other side of the table, or she would start batting at the strings for the apron. Funny. I was just talking about how you weren't near the strings. Meow. Well, I guess maybe a little huggable chat team here. Alrighty, well. I'm afraid y'all will have to contend with me doing a bit more, trying to explain stuff while holding the camera at the same time. I don't really have a... I could try to position the camera in ways that'll make it easy, but it's gonna be a little touch and go without somebody to actually hold the camera. Cinnamon roll is kaput, so, and yeah, there's no one else here that can do the camera thing. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Well, on to the first segment. So, well, before the first segment, explaining what all that I'm doing and whatnot. So, I promised you all a Jewish cheesecake. Now, what makes it Jewish? Well, the answer is this stuff right here. This is not your Philadelphia cream cheese. It's a... Oh, no worries, Yatamir. I can figure it out. I've figured out how to get this setup working in the first place. Gosh darn it, I will figure this out. But yeah, that is what makes it different from your standard cheesecake. Is instead of using Philadelphia or like your standard cream cheese brick, we're using this little stuff, this thing here that's got the little 9% written on it. It is. Hold on, let me grab my cheat notes. It goes by a couple of different names. Quark soft cheese is one name for it. Gavina Levina is another. But that is what makes this different from your normal cheesecake. Is using that as the base instead. Now then. If I did this on a more regular basis, I would take you up on that, Jathmir, although I don't know how useful a tripod would be for my phone. Because it's just my phone. It just sits sitting there. It's currently leaning on one of the mixing bowls I pulled out. Because that's what I got going on. Now then, let's get started with the actual baking part, shall we? Also, I need a... My dinner was very salty, so I'm like stupidly thirsty. Thankfully, I'm like near the water source, which is good because I'm probably gonna be emptying that quite a bit. So, the other thing about this cheesecake that I'm making is I'm also going to make it keto friendly. Now, what that means is basically the only thing that's really different is I'm using a sugar substitute rather than regular sugar. And then the other difference is the crust. You can't use it's like a normal cheesecake would have like a graham cracker style crust, and Jewish cheesecake is not vastly different from that. Like you use Petite Bear crushed Petite Bear biscuits as a base rather than graham cracker. But I mean, obviously that's carbs, and that it would not be keto friendly. So that's where this comes in. Is we're going to be using almond flour in place of graham cracker, and rather than just make a simple like basic crust, we're going to make a keto brownie crust. I do not know what they were originally intended for, actually. I believe you on the wild bit, though. But yeah, we're gonna make a keto brownie for the base, and then we're gonna put cheesecake on top of that. So that should hopefully be pretty delicious. Well, I mean, it will be delicious. It's not like I haven't made it before. Now then, let's get started with doing stuff. So let me grab book. Come here. Book of secrets. Not really. I'm going to be sharing. They were supposed to stop you from being horny. I'm sorry. What? They're supposed to what? Do you see the cinnamon roll? The original purpose, per Japhemir, the original purpose of graham crackers was to stop you from being horny.
Why do you think cornflakes were made? To stop you from masturbating. Literally.
Cornflakes are made to stop you from masturbating, and graham crackers are made to stop you from being horny. You know what? Sure. I'm not even going to bother to fact check this. You heard it here first, everybody. Yeah.
Hey, Adam ruins everything. Also, Kellogg. Also, hi, Kitty.
Okay, apparently didn't hear it here first, but yeah. I'm going to start making stuff now. Before this gets any weirder. Alrighty, so first I need...
My father called me.
Ah! I see.
That's why I ran upstairs.
I didn't even notice because I was like having problems with the video, not just simply...
Not.
I just got to enjoy the lovely view of the video no worky.
Don't you love this? Isn't this so nice?
This is very convenient to have chat right nearby.
No, it's on me.
Of chat in the power of my hands.
Even though it's on your hands.
Oh my. Why did I oh my? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's not important. Anyway, So I'm opening up this thing that's baking chocolate. Hardest you've lasted a while. No problem, Jeff. I'm glad I could be entertaining. Alright, now then.
Why do I want to make bread right now?
I'm gonna break this, You want to make bread, cinnamon roll?
I could.
You could. We could do two things at once.
I'm just showing my face.
That would be funny. Split apart you. This will melt faster if I split it apart. Try not to get baking chocolate all over the freaking table that I just cleaned off. Alrighty, and I'm also going to need the equivalent of half a cup of butter. Grab this. Let's see, half a cup of whole stick, or yeah, half a cup was the whole stick. Put the whole stick in there. Just throw it all in there.
Okay, Georges.
If I can peel this thing open.
No.
Oh, don't cast fire magic. I don't want my table or my house to burn down. Alrighty. Now the best way to get this stuff to melt up and whatnot is to use a double boiler. Now I don't have a double boiler, but I have the jank. Remember where I said I was like boiling water earlier for a reason? Boiling water earlier for a reason? Yeah. Bootleg double boiler. I'll crank that up a little bit. And I'm going to grab one of the stirring implements. Bring that out here with me. Get that all nice and melty. Also trying to do this in a way that I don't accidentally... We love our cinnamon rolls around here, but... I think she's being shy too. It's my stream anyway. It's mostly the shy bit, I think. Are you being shy? Yep, she's being shy.
I don't want to review my face, so I want to keep that off the internet. Respectfully, so.
Gotcha. So, sorry kids, you're gonna have to wait a while for the cinnamon roll face reveal. When's it gonna happen? I don't know. Probably never. She literally just said never the second I said that. Alright. Oh yeah, the butter's starting to melt. Okay, we're getting some melting action going on. Where do I melt this? This is where I didn't think things through very good. Because I actually need 2 hands for this. Pinkies. Okay. Yeah. It's going to get hot.
That's mine.
So.
This isn't supposed to be in. This is mine.
Well, I didn't know that was yours. I just saw it on the table and I was like, well, we normally keep the fire implements down in that drawer, so.
Put fire somewhere else.
Anyway, we got that butter as the butter is melting. Not sure if y'all can see it or not. It's happening though. Chocolate's melting faster than the butter is. You would think the butter would melt first.
No. Just no.
We're getting there now. The one thing about the jank double boiler is you want to make sure you have the heating.
It's a double boiler. You do realize that, right?
What?
This is technically what a double boiler is. There is no such thing as just a double boiler.
Oh no, there's actually purpose-made pots for this.
Oh.
I've
never seen people use those.
Yeah, no, my it was pretty big though, but my parents had a proper one. It was pretty big, but it was indeed a proper double boiler. It was literally like it was like this big pot, and then a smaller one fit inside of it. Most of the time, my parents ended up using it as just two separate pots, but its intended purpose was to be used as a double boiler. So, such things do exist. I wish I could transport smell through the phone. We haven't quite gotten there to smell-o-vision yet, unfortunately. It definitely smells chocolatey in here. Now, it probably wouldn't taste chocolatey in the sense of what most of y'all are used to because this is unsweetened chocolate. Like there's no sugar in here right now. And we're gonna change that eventually, but as of now, there's no sweet in here. As a matter of fact, there's the opposite of sweet. You're supposed to use unsalted butter, but all I've got is salted, and honestly, salt helps extend flavor anyway, and I've never had issues. So, if anything, this is actually savory chocolate right now. Alright, butter's starting to get a little excited now. Chocolate's nice and melty.
The salt go up.
Oh. My butter is like just buried in chocolate. That's some happy butter right now. Just swimming in it.
I'm trying not to reveal my face.
Oh, I understand, Sam.
I'm trying to find stuff for my bread.
I
I need a big bowl. A big-ish bowl. I just need enough to put a couple of cups of things in.
Oh, well, the remaining big bowls are in the cabinet, not the... Yeah, that one. Yeah, you see why I was like, where do I put this? Like, honestly, the oil, leaning it against the oil thing is probably like the best place.
Yes, but if I put it over here, I can't grab a bulb now, can I?
Oh, right. You don't want to accidentally reveal yourself.
No, I'm not very fond of it right now.
Lean the phone up against my glass. I may have accidentally. Oh, yeah. That is... Turn that down now. Nice and melty. All that butter's all melted up. Alright. Now I'm going to leave that on the heat. Oh, hey Kappa. Well, let's see. I hadn't seen chat for the last few minutes. Well, let's see. What did I miss it on? Yep, real life Juan Kappa. Yep, this is one of the subathon streams that I promised where I said I was going to make something. And so I decided to make a Jewish cheesecake with a brownie crust, and it's going to be keto because I want to be able to have my cake and eat it too. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave the butter in there to become all liquidy and stuff, or to stay liquidy. Because if I bring it out, like keep bringing it out here, it's gonna cease being. It'll start cooling off pretty quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the rest of the stuff that goes into here. Sit down for this part. I can also just make it again. This isn't so hard to make. Like, honestly, the hardest part about me making this right now is the fact that I'm making it while telling you all about it, and while also trying to hold the camera. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something. Okay. I always tip the bowls a little bit just to show you all what I'm doing. Okay, now what was the rest of the stuff that I needed to put in here? You know what would be helpful? If I got all my measuring implements out before I before I hit the start stream button. That would have been smart. Let me go grab my measuring implements. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, I needed 3/4 of a cup of my almond. Okay, so try and point this at me. Open this one? Did I just think I opened it? Yeah, I just think I opened it. Oh, wow. Alrighty then. It's open now. Alright, best way for me to get 3/4 is just do 1/2. There we go. And let's get ourselves 1/4, and that gets us to 3/4. Okay, and we need 2/3 of our sweetener. So let's see, let's grab the third. So, the sweetener is what helps make this stand apart from being, well, that and nuts instead of flour. Helps make this stand apart. Okay, I know this isn't open because I literally just bought this today. Anyway, boy, that's a weird smell. This is erythritol. Erythritol. It's sugar alcohol. Tastes like sugar, but cooks like sugar. No carbs. Cute woman. Aw, Kappa. Dang it, you know, making, you know, complimenting me and off. I'm being called cute. What butt?
No buts about it.
Ah. Adorable one. I was able to get the come on, scoop it out. Come on, scoop. There we go. Hey, Cinnamon Roll, you done with my measuring spoons yet? Head pat me from my camera. How would that even work? I don't know. Like, there, pat it. That's the best you're gonna get. That's the best I can do. While I'm in RTX mode. I'm waiting to get my measuring spoons back.
Shit. I'll clean it back off.
Please do.
I might just showed my face hole.
Cartoon logic. If I start seeing one of y'all's hands coming out of my camera, I'm out.
That's just the rain.
I'm out.
It's just the rain. You'll be fine.
I was gonna say, just walk backwards. Okay, that works too. I used to be able to read these. I know what they are by virtue of having used them before, but the print got worn off because of stuff. If you could read this, congratulations!
If you can't read, well, suck it up.
And you can see the tablespoon is like, nope. I know it's tablespoon, but it ain't, I don't say it on there anymore. Alright, let's get... And you can't read the quarter either. Cocoa powder. For even more chocolatey goodness. We're gonna need 2 tables of that. Just get in there, get that good stuff.
Be back. See you.
There's one.
Difficulties.
Oh, the bestest stuff. That's 2. Whatever got stuff in. Someone snorted Old Bay in Ocean City. What a Maryland thing to do. Such a Maryland thing to do. And of course you need just a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. Get that. Try not to block the view completely with my freaking giant arm. Yeah, okay. Now, what I like to do whenever I'm baking or something like this is I like to put all my dry ingredients together and then like mix all the dry ingredients up a little bit before I start adding any of the wet ingredients. So I'm gonna go grab something to do that with, and I'll be right back. Alright, whisk acquired. Let's do this again. I'll leave all my dry stuff together. Try and do this so y'all can see it. You're safe right now. I don't have the kitchen in view. Like I have like just like the bit of the door frame. Oh, thank you for a compliment on my outfit, Kappa. No sign of intelligent life anywhere. I worked retail for 20 years. That's pretty much my thoughts in general, really. But yeah, I get it. So you got all that good stuff coming together in here. Well, kinda can. It's That's what we're looking at right now. Is that's just all that delicious dry stuff. Okay. Now, for the wet stuff, I'm going to use a spoon, because if I use the whisk is going to get all clogged up. Because as you can imagine, the brownie bits are going to be a little thick. Thick is good. We are down with the thickness around here. But it's going to be a little thick for the whisk. So let's see. First up, I need to grab... This stuff is really good, by the way. It's less expensive than, like, regular vanilla extract is. But it's, like, better than just, like, straight-up imitation. Beat up somebody who tried to shoot you. What a world we live in! What an amazing world we live in, Japhomir. Alright, I think y'all with me as I attempt to show getting this vanilla extract up into this butter chocolate mix. Or should I put the glove? Should I put
You should have some successful bread in a few hours. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to touch this without that on. There's vanilla in here. Let's stir it in.
Bread will be ready in 3 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, 12 in the morning, we'll have bread.
Yay, bread! And now we get to stir this into what I just mixed up over there. Now we gotta turn that off. Trying to keep you guys with me. Okay. And we're back. Let's get this in here before it starts to solidify. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate. Okay, and set that aside. Let's give this all stirred together. Oh, I don't need this on anymore. I'm no longer holding something that is inherently dangerously hot. Starting to smell like peanut butter up in here. There's no peanuts involved. It's almond, but it's chocolatey, nutty. It's delicious.
I'm petting the kitty.
Kitty is being pet in the background. Now I need to add a couple of Weibos to this.
I'm probably gonna go upstairs. I'm tired.
So no camera girl? I'll do my best.
Your name even.
Okay, we got the...
If you need me, call me. Call me now.
Okay. Nut. Alright, let's get that egg stirred up in here. Starting to get nice and chunky in here. Oh my. Let's get eggs stirred up in here. This is nice and thick here. It's pretty thick stuff. Like,
just like yourself.
Look at that. Like, see, it's not moving anywhere. Like, we are down with the thickness up in here. Oh, it's gonna be so good when it's done, though. Believe that. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep, nice and thick, Jatamir. Nice and thick. Currently drawing. Oh, no worries, Kappa. That's like I have to halfway focus on what I'm doing and then go back and forth between stirring stuff and talking about what I'm doing and then seeing what you guys are saying. So, I'm doing my best, and I'm sure you'll do your best too. But I know you're there in the background doing the lurkies. Alrighty. Now we're ready to bake this thing. Well, this first part anyway. If I was just making the brownies alone, then this would be like the end of the show. But I'm not, so... Okay. Oh dear, the TV turned off. Let's see. I need to go get myself some parchment paper. I'll be right back. Okay, let me set that deliciousness aside. Grab my cheesecake pan. What makes this pan special is you see how it's got the little cup here? Little springform pan. Holds it all together and then it easily comes off and then you can have deliciousness. Okay, let's get it. And get the corn.
I can't check it. The only thing I have that I can draw on.
There we go.
I can't draw anything even if I want to.
Is it because the notebook? I'm using the notebook. Sorry, Juan. All right, and that keeps happening. This part keeps coming undone occasionally.
Probably like just enough thickness.
That back into place. Okay, there we go. Granted, that coming on. Now that would be a problem because
Just break it.
I'm just having scuff all around.
Did you just break it?
The ring came undone. I mean, I can put it back in place. It's just annoying.
Probably because the parchment paper.
It's not because of the parchment paper. It's because this was bent out of shape at one point by something happening to it. Okay. I only need it. It's in place now. That is good enough. I would probably say thick like Gisela. Because it's still soft, but it's very thick. Alright, now let's get
Yes, I'm busting out the drawing tablet.
let's get this in there.
Even though some of it's in my favorite way of drawing.
Let's get that. Just look at the blob.
Oh, wait, there's...
Okay, cinnamon wall. Look at that blob getting in there. Alright. spread this blob out just a little bit. Or at least try to. That's what this is for. I'll try and get this as even as possible. There we go. Now, the good thing about this is, well, if you say it's a good thing, this won't rise or anything, because, I mean, again, there's nothing in here that would make it rise. There's no yeast or anything. There's no bread products or anything. This is going to be what it's going to be. So, whatever thickness this is set at now, it's going to be pretty close to the thickness when I am done. 250 pounds of fat. That's a lot. And 50 pounds of muscle. I just figured she was all muscle and was just amorphous. Okay. I think I got that about as even as I could hope for. Down. Here's what we look like right now. Let's look at that chocolatey goodness. More fat than muscle. Good to know. It actually is going to be there. Actually, would be very yummy right now in its current form. But we can make it yummier. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this in the oven, and then we're going to start on the filling. Okay. Why am I leaving you guys here? I could take you guys with me. This is an adventure where I'm supposed to take you guys with me. Oven set to 350, and let's just get that puppy in there. That's going to be the base. And we're going to go to timer. And hit start. I always forget if you hit start or if you hit timer again. There we go. I don't blame you. Like, I know what this is going to taste like already. So I already know, Now then, let's get started on the filling. This guy's back here again. Alright, so once again, I'm going to start with the dry ingredients first. So we're going to need a cup of our sweetener. I'm just going to do 4/4, just because it would be a little easier to dig in here with this thing. Just dig it on in here. Alright, 1/4. Half. Oh, wow. I just barely had enough of this. This is pretty empty. It started full. This bag is, like, almost done. Alrighty. We got sugar. The sugar is the only dry ingredient. That's funny. Hi, Archangel. How are you? Don't mind me and the jank camera angles. I don't have a camera woman this time around, so I'm like having to like posit you all on the table and like adjust things as best as I can. And while the camera is facing the way that it's facing, I might honestly, I know the front side camera is kind of bollocks, but I'm basically having to look at the stream to see where I have the camera. I think I'm going to do that over and over again so that I know what's going on. Okay, and I always hold stuff in my lap and show you guys what I'm doing. Do it that way. Right now I need to go and get I need to get a spoon for mixing and for scooping. Hey guys, do you want a spoon with me? Huh? Huh? Yeah, it was bad. That was bad and I should feel bad. Oh, you're not doing too good and you're all tired and stuff. Aww. Sorry to hear that, Archangel. Okay. So, now we're getting time to break out the good stuff. So yeah, it kind of looks like a little cup of yogurt, but it's not. It's a very, very soft cheese. This comes in 3 varieties. 9% fat, 5% fat, and 3% fat. The more fat's going to make it more richer. If you can't get Gavina Levena, you can use a mixture of I want to say sour cream and I've seen somebody suggest using like regular cream cheese, sour cream, and yogurt to try and replicate it. Because this is not something you're going to find at your Giants and your Safeways normally. This is very much a specialty thing that you'll probably only really see in a place that sells Jewish food, or otherwise caters to the Jewish community, like the store where I work, which is where I bought all this stuff. And of course, naturally, if you're in this area, you're conveniently near a store that's a couple stores that sell this, actually. Because I just happen to live nearby where there's a decent Jewish population. Go figure. Okay. And we got one more cup to go. So I got this last one here. Open that up. love this dress, but it keeps falling. Yeah, we're gonna scoop that in there. So far we've got a cup of sugar in here, or erythritol in my case, since I'm trying to make this keto-friendly cheesecake. And we got 3 cups of that. Now each one of these is 250 grams each, or 8.82 ounces if you want it in that kind of measurement. Okay. Let's see, so I got that. Got the sugar. Throw in the teaspoon of it. I left the vanilla out on the stove. Good job, me. It's easier to add this if I actually have it with me. Okay. Yeah, this area is not. I mean, this area is honestly not that bad, Jathmir. I've been in. I mean, I've never really lived in a terrible place myself. I've always been fortunate to generally live in positive areas. Man, I could just drink this whole thing. That would be a terrible use for it. Don't actually do that, but I could. I like how this is just 4 simple ingredients. Okay, 1 egg. 2 egg. And why was that one stubborn? 3 egg. Yeah, no, that's fair. And oop, almost spilled the eggs out. Look at all that goodness swishing around in there. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up. Oh, yeah. The nice thing about using cork cheese like this is, like, when you're using like regular cream cheese, it's like there's no way you're mixing this by hand. But because I'm using the cork cheese like this instead of friggin' Philadelphia or something, we can stir it nice and easy. Like, I can hand stir it. It's not even an issue. Sorry about ads, everybody. There's not much I could do about that. It kind of does it on its own. On its an hour. Which is how long we've been at this so far. And looks a lot different now that I've stirred it a bit. It's there's the goodness right now. Okay. Put you guys back there. I mean, ads give me money. So, whatever. I can only be so upsetty spaghetti over that. I basically just kind of stuck in stir it up land while I'm waiting for that crust to finish. See, like I'm not set up like those baking shows where they like already did each step ahead of time and they got it like all ready and it's like we're gonna put this in the oven and we already have this part ready. Where like oh yeah, I already have the crust made. Not quite. I don't have like another crust made. I only have the one pan and okay. I thought I saw an ad for something unpleasant, but no, it's just some superhero thing. I was like, oh hell no! Don't tell me they put a feckin' ice recruitment ad on my stream. That would actually upset me a little bit. Oh, this is all nice and liquidy now. Oh, it's so easy to stir. Okay, I could stir this for like the next like 5 hours and it's not gonna really change anything. So, since we've got time to kill while we're waiting on that crust. Oh, don't. The spoon started going in. Let's not say we did on that there, buddy. I'm gonna use one of these wrappers as a little trivet. So your aunt Donna is one tough cookie just like me. Fascinating. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just make the topping too, because the filling's going to take, once I put the filling in there, it's going to be an hour before it's done, and like, I could stand here and just stare at the screen for an hour, but it would make far more sense for me to, once I put the filling in, just be like, just set it aside and like let it cook and do everything else like off stream, because it's like you guys want to stare at me for an hour while we're just like, and we're waiting. My guess is probably not. I mean, I'll chat for a little bit while stuff is happening, but there's only so much we can do when like this is off of my phone. I don't have music playing in the background. I don't have games going on. It's just me. Whittle all me. Nothing else. Just whittle all me. Trying to entertain you all. Yeah. Dress stuff falling down. I love how cute this dress is, but I swear it was designed for somebody that was more busty than I. Which, I mean, fair, but also, but I wanted to look cute today, gosh darn it. Aw, thank you, Kappa. I'll definitely hang around for a bit. Alright, let me get another bowl so I can whip up this topping. I'll be right back. Sonny, I swear if I see you jump on this table and try to eat that, I will be very upset with you. Also, it's probably not good for cats. Apparently 18 minutes goes by really fast. Like I set the timer for 18 minutes and there's less than a minute left, so I'll make the topping after that. So I'm gonna stir the filling up a little bit more. Since we're about ready to put this onto the thing. I don't know why I'm still doing this. At this point, I'm just doing the motion. I do my best, guys. Do my best. And that's the sound of done. Okay. Let's go and... remember I needed to keep the hot oven mitt or I'm going to have sadness happen to me. And we're also going to make sure I have a spot to set things down. Yeah, I'm coming, oven, I'm coming. It's like beep, beep, beep. Alrighty. Let's go take a look at what we did. There's our base right there. Well, if the goal was to keep that off the table, then I failed at that. Because... okay, lean against that. Lean against that, though. Rather not set this directly onto the table. Okay, we need two of those. I'm not sure a metal gauntlet would be the best idea, Jathemir, because that would conduct heat. The idea is I don't want to be wearing something that conducts heat. That might cause a problem, you see. But yeah, there's our base. Now, if you were just making the brownie and that's all you were doing, you would let this set aside, let that all kind of like finish congealing, and call it a day. But we're not. We're putting cheesecake on top of this. So, I'm gonna go get the good stuff. You can feel the heat. Switch you back to see me again. There we go. And also you can see where I keep all the bar stuff in general when I'm, not doing a bar stream. I'm making margaritas after this, by the way. I want to test to make sure the triple sec I bought is good before I make them for my date tomorrow, you see. Anyway, let's put the good stuff in there. Just, let it all in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, we are doing it now. Get all that deliciousness in there. There we go. Ooh, that feeling is good. I'm going to enjoy cleaning that bowl with my finger later. Look at what we got now. I And in an hour, that's going to become cheesecakey. Well, be a lot of the way there to being cheesecakey. Now, let's get this puppy back into the oven. I'm gonna do my best to one hand, y'all. This is very liquidy, as you can see. So this is not like your normal cheesecake. It's a lot more fluid. Let's get these oven open. Let's get this puppy back in there. And we're going to set this to an hour. Alrighty. Now, again, switch back to me again. I'm not gonna make you guys like wait a whole freaking hour. Like, I will show the results on social media and Discord. I ain't gonna be fully done until tomorrow, because it's gonna need time to set. Like I'm not eating it tonight. I'm not gonna be eating it till tomorrow, which is good because that's when I have my date over. Is tomorrow. But now it's time to make the topping. Well, you gotta go to sleepy. It's okay, Jack Demir. Have yourself a good night. Alright, I'll get myself another spoon. Knocked up the rug in there. There we go. And keep stepping on bits of Sunny's food. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Sunny. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her face. Sunny, say hi. Say hi, Sunny. No, you only meow when you're trying to get my attention. But the second that I see meow for the internet, no. No meows. Nope. She's in her happy place. That's why she's not meowing. She only meows when she wants something. What are you looking at? Okay. I think we've had enough messing with the kitty. Let's go make this topping. The topping's pretty easy. The topping is two things: sour cream and more sugar. This is literally a whole pound of sour cream and quarter cup of sugar. You want it to be tart, you know. I'm just gonna kill this off. Like, I might barely have more than a quarter cup in here. Yeah, I have barely a quarter cup left in there. There's no point in. I had a backup thing of sweetener that I didn't realize that I had. That's just been kind of sitting around. But that was the exact right amount of sweetener. So, if you're making an Israeli-style cheesecake and you need just the exact right amount of effertol because you're making it keto, this is the one you buy. You buy this one. It's 14 ounces, which apparently is the exact amount I needed. Couldn't do that again if I tried. And, of course, Sour cream. The sour cream is nothing special. I bought this from one of the regular grocery stores up the street. Like, honestly, the special part of this whole thing is that the Gavina Lebena, or cork cheese. Yeah, that sour cream out there. Leave no child behind. I mean, I'm gonna lick that thing out later. I love sour cream. You can call me weird all day, but I love sour cream. And we're just gonna mix this all up. Nothing special here, just stir it up. And obviously it's a lot of sour cream to sweeten her. But the idea is it's supposed to be a little tart, so... Make sure we get all that good stuff all incorporated in there. And we're a stirring and a stirring. I gotta keep stirring all day and all night. There's nothing really special now. It's just we wait for much of the rest of an hour. So, there's a couple things we could do here. Option A. I just cut the stream now and just show you pictures of the end. Because it's basically, it bakes for an hour. I pull it out. I put this on top. And put it in there for another 10 minutes. It's done. Well, it needs to set and get cold. And then it's done at that point. That's the easy option for me. That's kind of the boring option. It's not as fun. The fun option is we chat about some random crap. Maybe I'll make that margarita because, I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm just like, I'm sitting here. Like, I make that margarita, chat with y'all while I do a little bit of the... I'm not going to clean up on the stream. That might be a bit much. The sound of the water running might be a little annoying. The only cleaning I'm going to do is cleaning out all these bowls and stuff of all the deliciousness that I just mixed in them. Because I don't mind eating raw egg. I don't mind drinking raw egg either, as we learned when I made those whiskey sours last week. I might even make a whiskey sour tonight, honestly. I mean, I have an odd number of eggs right now. I like having my eggs in fours because I have 4 eggs for breakfast, and because 4 divides evenly into a dozen, it's like, okay, I have 3 breakfasts, and when I make scrambled eggs in the morning, and a dozen. And whenever something upsets that, it's like, well, what do I do with the odd eggs? So, I guess I'll be making whiskey sours at some point. It's like, what do I use eggs for? Scrambled eggs for breakfast? Whiskey sours at night. And we're going to just have a couple of mornings where I have 5 eggs for breakfast. But whiskey sours are more fun. We like fun, right? So, this was From the Feeling. I wonder what it tastes like. Hi, Eiley. I don't think I've seen you on one of my streams before. Also, 8 egg whites. Holy crap. That would get annoying after a while, having to separate out 8 eggs. Hey, I could do it. Gods know that I've made enough whiskey sours back to back. Ooh, that does sound pretty yummy. Okay, what's the filling taste like? That's really good. And there's no carbs in it because I used erythritol. Yay! I won't get fat off of this. Well, I mean, not easily. There's still fat in it, there's just no carbs. I like how I've reached a point where it's just, it's like, well, let me see what this stuff tastes like while I'm yakking at y'all. Anyway, how are you doing, Eiley? I haven't, like, talked in any way, shape, or form in a little bit. Not since you manually lost weight. With a chainsaw. I'm not providing the context. The two of us know the context. All I will say is there wasn't a literal chainsaw used, but that's all the context you're getting. At least I don't think so. Were you awake for it? Did they actually use a chainsaw? How did they go about it? I'm actually morbidly curious. Okay, bone saw. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I expected a different answer than that. I don't know. I guess the idea of them using a chainsaw is just amusing as a gag. I mean, obviously, not chainsawing you in a way where you would actually die. But, I mean, you wanted your feet to definitely die. We do indeed need to do another weekend. Actually, speaking of that, we've got a bunch of days coming up in the fall. And so far, I've only got 2 trips planned out of 3 weekends. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. See, I got 1 trip where I'm going out to the Great Cheese State, aka Wisconsin. And what was the second trip? The second trip is going down to see our friends down in Virginia. Hadn't figured out the third one yet. Don't got a problem making that a New England trip. Honestly, it would be funsies. And then you got... and plus it gives you a chance... You guys can get a chance to meet my newest girlfriend. Pleasant reminder to everybody that I am polyamorous, and I am still very much with hey, it's Morgan VT, who is currently in the background petting Sunny. So, you can meet Cinnamon Roll, Eiley. Oh, that'll be fun. And thankfully, Sunny is pretty self-sufficient when we're not here. Like, we were gone for Otakon this weekend, and, like, all she did was just, like, lounge around, drink her water, eat her food. We've got an automatic feeder for her. So we just needed to put enough for her would feed her for 3 days. And refill her water up from scratch. And she just started meowing at us like crazy when we got home. Sour cream, good. I'm not going to stop eating the sour cream while I'm talking to you all. Like, my favorite part of, like, baking stuff is getting to, like, lick out the bowls and stuff afterward. Because as an adult, I don't have to worry about the raw egg so much. like how all the packages of cookie dough say, "Don't eat the raw cookie dough; it's bad for you." Meanwhile, I just read the package and I'm like, I ain't gonna let a piece of plastic tell me what to do with my life. Besides, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Is my head gonna explode? And if it did, would that really be the end of the world? I'm sure that my head will grow back, and maybe it'll grow back with less gray hair. It'll grow back with all gray hair and only gray hair. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm monitoring the stream and there's lag on monitoring the stream. It looks silly when I'm, like, slurping the sour cream off of my finger. It looks so weird. It looks so weird. If that's too much for you guys, do tell me. I'll stop. I'll do it off stream. I'm like literally just like, I don't know what else to do right now, because everything is made. I'm just waiting for the oven. Sunny's, hi Sunny. Just cat. She's a cute little kitty, isn't she? And now she's on the prowl to get food and water. This cat has like has basically a one-track mind. She always wants more food. Hey, she is a little bit of a chonker, but she like me. She like her food. It's delicious. And I clearly like my food because I'm like cleaning out this thing of sour cream. Just not caring. Wait till I get to the bowls, and you just like, this stream just devolves into like eating ASMR. We signed up for a baking. We didn't expect to get eating ASMR to go with it. Surprise. Hi, Sonny. Please don't eat my leg. She'll get mad at me sometimes. Like she wants my attention. She wants to get my attention. She'll nibble my leg. It's weird. I don't mind her licking my leg. Like cat tongues feel weird. If you've never experienced it before, cat tongues are scratchy. So it's like imagine like a scratcher, but it's moist. That's what a cat tongue feels like. Okay, sour cream's done. Thank goodness I have this apron. Or I would be like one messy beach. Alright. Oh, yeah. So all the chocolate in here hardened. Oh, no, it's still soft. So for those who weren't there for the relevant part, all that was in this was melted butter, melted unsweetened baking chocolate, and vanilla. The the recipe called for unsalted butter, but I use salted anyway. So it's salty chocolate. It's not bad. It's interesting. The tasting notes for this. It's salty chocolate. That's the best way I can describe this. It's salty chocolate. I know that sounds like a weird combination of things. I find it to be delicious. Your mileage may vary. And the brownie mixture obviously had sugar put in it. And a little bit of salt in your food brings out the flavor. That being said, though, I'm not wasting perfectly good chocolate. I don't care if it's unsweetened. Or in this case, salty. It's still delicious. It's tasty, delicious chocolate. How can you go wrong with chocolate? I'm also trying to do this in a way where I don't mess up my lipsticks. So that's probably the other reason why I look kind of silly. After all, I went through the trouble of putting on my lipstick to doll myself up for y'all. It'd be a shame to ruin it now. Almost out of salty chocolate. Salty, buttery chocolate. Honestly, the fat from the butter is probably why this is like tasting divine to me. A little fat goes a long way. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay. Mostly gone. I mean, I'm not gonna lick the thing clean on stream. That might be a little much. Definitely be a way for me to really dive in on the whole wolf girl thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna lick the bowl out on stream. just go full on Wan mode as I lick the thing out. No, we're not. That might be a little too far. This was the leftovers for the brownie base. Oh, there's so much on the spoon. Man, this is gonna be good. That's interesting. You ever have dark chocolate before? You ever have dark chocolate with nuts before? That's basically what this tastes like. It tastes like dark chocolate with nuts. It's, this is crack. This is crack cocaine. But chocolate. A lot tastier than eating the unsweetened stuff. And technically there's no sugar in this. Because remember, I'm using fake sugar. So yeah. Honestly, the nut isn't really, like, for something that's basically crushed almonds, The almond isn't like this. Isn't super dominant. As crazy as that sounds. There wasn't as much stuck to this as I hoped there was. I mean, the spoon's still brown because of my chocolate, it stains. Yeah, he's pretty good though. Oh, let's get all the good stuff out of here. It is pretty chunky. I mean, there's a world where you could probably pulverize the almonds into a powder, and that would, and using that would change the consistency of this. Especially if I used powdered sweetener rather than granulated. Still though, texture aside, this is pretty good. It just tastes like dark chocolate. If I could share with y'all, I would. Like, well, that probably doesn't look that great, but it yummers. Do not eat if you have an egg allergy, though. That's a bad. Or if you have a tree nut allergy, that'd also be bad. If somehow you were allergic to sugar alcohol, I guess that would also be bad. Oh, you weren't following before, Ellie? Huh. I could have sworn you were. Well, thank you for following. Yay! I could have sworn you were following me from, like, the before times. Like, before I, like, started, like, streaming way more seriously. Before I became a VTuber. Possibly.
Yeah.
Talk about being a VTuber while doing an IRL stream. You're not a VTuber right now. I was a flesh tuber before I was a VTuber. I cosplay. Photos of me are out there everywhere. There is no point in me hiding my face. Either I hang out with you all once in a while this way and chill, or somebody will find like the ugliest picture of me ever and be like, "Hey guys, look at this idiot." Or as another VTuber puts it, I'd rather show you at my best so somebody else doesn't decide to show you at my worst. What does the timer say on the oven, hon?
31 minutes.
I've managed to talk through half of the bake time on the cheesecake. Holy crap. I might actually be able to talk y'all, chat y'all through the whole baking process and actually finish it on stream. Unless I run out of stuff to randomly talk about.
Do you want a beverage, Jan?
I would like a beverage, yes.
I'm going to 7-Eleven. What do you want?
I don't know, one of them sugar-free energy drinks. I'm still pretty eepy.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the reasons why this stream started late was I was, like, falling asleep on the couch after I ate my dinner. Like, I was planning on getting home earlier. But, as luck would have it, of course I couldn't just buy everything that I needed in one store. I mean, I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. Because, obviously, the Jewish stuff, I'm only going to be able to get at the Jewish store. And I was like, I don't need to pay the premium of the Jewish store premium to get everything else. I'll just go to another store, get it, and get everything in one shot. And I was like, I needed to go to Target anyway, because I needed to buy some brand new bathroom towels, because the ones I have are about to get repurposed. Yeah, I'm going to say about to be repurposed, and that is all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm not providing enough context for you to figure it out. Don't bother asking me for it. You're not going to get it. But, I mean, Target sells food, so I was like, oh, I should be able to get the rest of the stuff I need. Because I already had the ground almonds. And I was like, okay, it should be easy enough. Like, they sell food. They should have cocoa powder and baking chocolate, right? At the Target in the grocery section? No. And I was like, well, I'm not going to bother getting the sour cream here then. I'm sure they had that, but it's like, I already got to go somewhere else. I might as well go where everything's going to be cheaper. So, stop by at Aldi. Does Aldi have cocoa powder? Baking bar? No. I knew the sour cream was going to be cheapest there, so I just went and got it there. Then I stopped at the local Safeway to get the cocoa powder and the baking bar. So yeah, I was stopping a million freaking places to get everything. And I got home at 6, which is when I wanted to start the stream. I also had to stop at the liquor store to buy some more triple sec because I ran out. I can't make margaritas without it after all. It's kind of an important component. So, I'd stop at a million places and then didn't get home until around the time I planned on starting the stream, because I planned on starting the stream at 6. And bear in mind, I hadn't had dinner yet. And it's like, oh, the last thing I want to do is just do this while, you know, being hungry too. Because before I came home, the last time I ate was 6 a.m. this morning before going to work. So, did that. Made dinner and then started nodding off on the couch because it's like, oh, while I'm eating dinner, I'm gonna I'll watch something, and then nodded off. And of course, I had to clean the table off a little bit. It was a little crowded on this table at the beginning of today because throughout the week, you know, stuff built up and you're working, you don't feel like dealing with it right away, so you don't, and then it piles up and then you gotta deal with it all at once. So that's why this stream started 2 hours late. Now for the filling bowl. Granted, the one downside to having less thick cheesecake batter is there's not as much stuff left in here. So most of it came out. This is still really good though. Like, this feeling is just amazing. And again, no carbs. Because I use sugar alcohol. Also, if anybody would like to make your own, I will post these in. I will post the recipes in Discord for those who wish to see it. Wish to make yourselves. With just a couple of caveats for things that I adjusted. But I will be sharing the recipes. So, look forward to that. I'll probably post that along with pictures of the finished cheesecake. I'll post the recipes alongside of it in the food channel. Because, I mean, where else would I post it, right? Man, the vanilla really comes out, and it's so good. Like, this feeling is just, Bye-bye feeling. You're going to be delicious when you're done baking. And then we still have the topping. Now, obviously, I can't just sit here and eat this because I have to use it. So let's see, I believe we still have... Let's go look at a timer real quick, shall we? Let's go on a journey. How much time did we kill with just me, like, licking the bowls clean and stuff? It's content! Licking bowls for content! Still 23 minutes left. I need some water. Here's your hydrate, everybody. Always drink your water, kids. Always. Hydrate. Don't hydrate. Speaking of hydration and dehydration. Well. So I believe I just kind of mentioned earlier, it was like I stopped by the liquor store to grab some triple sec to make margaritas. Why don't we make one real quick? While we're waiting, you know? We're just chilling. We're chilling, we're not doing anything. Let's have a margarita. What time is it anyway? I don't, I need to go, and okay. 10:35. Okay. I was mostly checking because like, I still plan on doing Watch Dogs tonight, and the usual format of the big boobed, huge muscle enemy girl version of me. You know, the version that we're used to, the one that's the VTubing thing. But while we're, you know, again, while we're here waiting on the oven to finish, let's make a margarita. Again, so you guys get me making drinks in 2 streams. Kinda. Okay, let me get my tequila. Number 1 component, of course. See, I just realized like the topic is food and drink. Well, we've done the food. Now it's time for the drink. See, it would have been false advertising if I didn't do the drink, right? Because it's and. Yeah, I would no sell me on that too. Alright. Triple sec. And lime juice. That's it. Margaritas are very simple to make. Alrighty. I believe I used the jigger to measure out a shot for myself the other day. I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be right back. Ilya! Hi, Ilya! How are yous? You're at the tail end of the baking stream. I basically made everything. Doing pretty okay. I'm like kind of tired. Kind of eepy. Because I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. But I'm here doing the thing. Well, mostly did the thing already. Like, I'm literally waiting for the cheesecake to finish, and I was like, I could have just cut stream when I put it in there, but I was like, but what if I keep ranting about stuff while cleaning out the bowls? And I was like, well, now that I've done that, now what? And the answer is, I'm gonna make a margarita. Why? I'm in the mood for a margarita. That's it. There's no better reason than that. Also, I want to see if this triple sec's any good before I make margaritas for my date tomorrow. Pretty sure it's fine. If anything, it's actually a little sweeter than the Contra that I was using was. The problem is that Contra is like twice the price. And I'm pretty sure I get more on this. Yeah. I get a whole liter versus only 3/4. So, yeah. Ooh, the OG. Man, I haven't played Sonic 1 in a hot minute. I actually want to play it on, do we have it up here? Right, just move stuff around a little bit. I actually want to, at some point, I want to set up and play on original hardware. What makes it Jewish? Well, there's one key thing that's different. I still got the cups for it. Hold on. So you know how normal cheesecake you use like a bar of cream cheese, like usually Philadelphia or not name brand Philadelphia cream cheese? Use this instead. English name for it is Quark Creamy Soft Cheese. Also known as Gavina Lebena. And that's the key difference is using that instead of using regular cream cheese. It changes the texture a lot. Like, it makes it a bit more lighter and airier rather than being as thick as like a New York style cheesecake would be. Also, rather conveniently, makes it a lot easier to make. Because I don't need to pull out I have a KitchenAid mixer, and because of how thick regular cream cheese is when I'm making a normal cheesecake, I have to bring that thing out or I'll like basically murder my arm. It's so much lighter that I can like stir it with a spoon, no problem. I don't need to bring out the mixer for it. And it is quite tasty. I also made it keto. Instead of using cracker crust, I ended up making making a keto brownie as a base, which is basically made out of crushed almonds and chocolate chocolate and eggs, essentially. And then for the filling, the cheesecake bit itself, I just used sugar substitute rather than actual sugar. Like I used this stuff. Oddly enough, this whole package was just enough for the base, the filling, and the topping, which I have right there. Which I can't do the topping yet because I have to wait for the rest of it to be done before you can do that. So yeah. So that's what makes it Jewish. And yeah, I made it keto so I could maintain my lovely girlish figure. It's funnier when I see how my model responds when I do that while I'm having it tracked. I put a lot of sweetener in this, more than a little. You're quite right, but we put in more than a little. And honestly, it's like I've had like stuff sitting around for a while. I like did a bunch of keto baking and then I just kind of stopped. So I had like stuff sitting around. So it was like I might as well like make it keto so I can use some of this stuff. Actually, while I'm at it, I might as well at least put a couple things away while I'm idling. Oh, less than 15 minutes. Until the filling is done. I don't want to show the chaos that is the cabinet. I mean, it's not complete chaos, but if I'm going to show off anything in the kitchen, it's going to be advice from a coffee bean. Awaken your senses. Be bold. Have good taste. Drink in life's simple pleasures. Savor quiet moments. Let good ideas percolate. Break out of the daily grind. And it says your true nature down there. Ads? Boo! I was gonna make a margarita. That was just a preview for a show on FX. Well, alright, I still had the outward camera facing. It's like watching the stream on the TV. Lol. Sunny. She's also EP. She's EP and she's not in the mood for my bullshit right now. Hi, Sonny. You want to help? You want to help us pass the ad break? I'm just gonna walk past me and rub on a box. She is so cute. This is way better than ads. Just watching a cat flop instead. Still gonna make that margarita, by the way. But Well, she's got a good grip on it. Nom nom nom. She was doing this to the strings of my apron earlier. Let go, let go. She's like, no. Oh, make her earn. Oh, make her earn it. Oh. Aww. Dang, she yanked it out of my hand. Ow! She's like, no. No, you're not. Not again. But if you don't let me have it back, I can't do the thing anymore. The second move there, she's like, no. No, I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do the thing. I need something to distract her with. Nope. Okay, let's make that margarita while we're finishing up this cheesecake. Waiting for the last bits of it to bake. Sub 10 minutes, by the way. Anyway. Gonna need this. Alright. Okay. Let's get us our 2 ounces of tequila. Trying to get it so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. It's hard when I'm using both of my hands. I don't really have a better way of holding stuff. Here we go. Margarita for tonight. Back where it belongs. And put in our triple sec. And of course, lastly, our lime juice. I will happily send you final pics of Cheesecake, Eiley. Also, you're not old. If you're old, what's that make me? Ancient freaking history? No, I'm too cute to be old. Older. Just outright older. I mean, yes, I suppose. Newly young. Have a restful night, Eiley. I'm not, but I still am older, Eiley. It's okay, I don't mind being the resident, I don't mind being the elder. Need to put some ice into my shaker. There we go. I realized that if I put my phone there, you can actually kind of see me do stuff. Alright, let's shake it up. Alrighty, and just gonna strain this into my JD glass. I'm turning it around this way. Here we go. The classic margarita. Yeah, that's fine. Classic drink and all that. Alright, we got less than 5 minutes now. I didn't think I'd be able to kill an hour, guys. I guess, if I'm given a chance to just yap, I will manage to do it. I was like, let me just cut stream instead of just yapping. And then suddenly proceeds to kill the hour anyway. Obviously, I'll happily kill the 10 minutes when I put the topping on and let that bake. So, you'll get to see what it looks like out of the oven. Now, I can't speed up the clock for it to, like, set and everything. So, we're gonna have to wait on, wait on photos for that part, unfortunately. Not nothing I can really do about that. I can do many things, but I cannot bend the rules of physics and time and space. Yet. I can't do that yet. One day I will be able to. But a terrifying thought, yeah? For those who have never consumed a margarita before, it's citrusy. Not stupidly sweet. Traditionally you salt the rim, but I'm not gonna bother with that. I never do. Effort and all that. Dang, it adds something to it. Well, drink up. There you go. Drinky, drinky. It's good for you. There you go. I know it's not the same, but it's the best I can do. I'm rather inconveniently not 100% nearby. Whack, 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 whack. The tail whack is cute. I love your emotes, Celia. I know I've mentioned that a few times, but your emotes are just so adorable. I was going to say that Petra didn't do a good job on mine, but yours are also adorable. I do love my tail waggy emote. It makes me giggle. almost done with we're almost done with this thing. I mean, I gotta do a little. After I end this stream, I gotta do a little bit of cleanup before I switch back to VTuber land. For more watch doogies. Where I might actually do some plot. I'm gonna spend half my, like 3/4 of the time just running around doing gang hideouts and shit. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna like level up all of my skills and then do like all the mission stuff, and I'll be like way over leveled and have everything, and the game's gonna be like, hey, here's a tutorial to unlock this thing that you already unlocked like hours ago. Yay! That's the beep of goodness. Let's go see what we did. Well, mostly did. We're not quite there yet. No. Get myself a landing zone. Don't comment, Alvin. I still need to bake it for another 10 minutes once I put the topping on. Look at that. Yeah, it's still pretty jiggly. Like, it's gonna take a while to set. And, again, I haven't put the topping on yet. We're about to do that right now. But just look at that nice little golden brown around the edges. That's gonna be real good when it's done. Okay. Let's get you guys back here. Alright, now let's get the topping on there. Okay. Nice and easy on this. This good stuff in there. Okay. There. And we're gonna spread this gently. We don't want to mess up the cake underneath of it.
I don't need it.
Digger, 2 for 7.
Alrighty, and we're gonna put this in there for another 10 minutes. And then we're all done. Well, minus the waiting for it to set the rest of the way. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get this back into the oven. Alright, 10 minutes on the clock.
You can look at my bread too.
And
You gotta show off the bread.
incidentally, Cinnamon Roll is busy making bread.
Still me made that hour bit.
It's still going. It's still breading. Because she wanted to make stuff too, since I was making stuff. Okay, and hello again, everybody.
I'm working on mine.
We're almost done.
I'll send you the work in progress.
Also, this means I can slurp on the topping now. I'm curious to see how tart this ended up, because the ratio of sour cream to sugar for the topping is not great, or is like kind of vast. It's sweeter than you'd think it would be, but it's still very, very sour creamy, too. There's a quarter cup of sweetener to a whole thing of sour cream. If you like the taste of sour cream, then you're in luck. If you hate the taste of sour cream,
I sent you the work in progress. The skirt.
like, it tastes like sour cream with sugar in it. Hug. That's the best I can do.
I do. These are mine.
Okay, Kappa. Thanks for hanging around for the baking stream. And we are soon going to see we're soon going to see the initial results. We're going to see what it looks like out of the oven. It's going to be a few hours before it's cheesecake. Like, I'm going to leave it sitting out and pray the cat doesn't mess with it.
Sunny is pure and innocent and would do no wrong.
Sunny would dive into that cheesecake face first, eat it all up, and act like she did nothing wrong.
Because she didn't do anything wrong.
I'm probably gonna put the cheesecake in the basement and close the basement door to keep the cat away.
She's staring at me.
Of course she's staring at you. We're talking about her.
No, I have this.
Also, yeah, she wants your delicious meat sticks.
She thinks they're trades. They're not trades.
You gonna give her a treat? You're not the camera's not pointed in that direction.
I know.
Okay.
Sunny has made an appearance on the stream once, so it's fine.
Sunny's made an appearance on the stream multiple times. I literally was like playing with her
I know, I
earlier.
saw it.
Well, I put her on stream at once.
It's a very happy kitty right now. Man, I do love me sour cream. So this is delicious to me. This would probably be not delicious to anyone else. But it's very delicious to me.
I'm going back upstairs.
Okay, cinnamon wall. Sunny's like, you're gonna give me some, right? No. There's chocolate in this. That's bad for kitties. She's gonna keep staring at me, though. Alright, I'm gonna go back to sipping on this margarita now. While we wait out the last few minutes until the baking part is done. So, now you guys got bonus on top of bonus. This whole stream was a bonus because we hit a sub goal. And then I made I added you got extra bartending stream because I made a mixed drink while we're waiting. And you guys like getting extra time to like chat while we're waiting for this cheesecake to finish off. And you're still gonna get your regular VTubing stream. Ah, comfy mode. We comfy right now. You know, I haven't shared the IT story of the day yet with y'all. What did I fix earlier? You have to give me a second to think on it. When I've had long days like these, stuff tends to fall out. It wasn't a networking thing. What did I fix earlier? I fixed something. That's gonna bother me now. I remember fixing something. I remember being really annoyed at it. And I remember it being really simple. I'll figure it out later. Just pet this cat and sip on a margarita. Trying to remember what IT thing I did today that was annoying. Internet was working. Don't remember having any printer problems. All the virtual machines are working. All the servers are working. What did I fix today? I fixed something. That's all I got. I fixed something. Cut myself off after that. It's not like I couldn't drink more. I'm like tired from a long day, and adding drink on top of it's gonna make me pass out, and that's no good. We know I've fallen asleep on streams before, but it was VTuber me. Imagine real me just all of a sudden like that. That would be that would probably be that would be different, wouldn't it? Not the good kind of different, I don't think. Oh goodness, what IT thing did I do earlier? I don't remember. I did a thing, but I don't remember what the thing was. My boss asked me to do something today, and I'm drawing a blank on it. No, I don't think so. I'll remember it at some point, and then I'll be able to tell you guys about it. Because the only thing I really remember doing today was like struggling to stay awake while at my desk when I was working. Because I can keep myself going now because I'm talking to you guys. But when I'm at work, I mean, I'm generally not really talking to anyone much of the time. So I end up nodding off because, I mean, I'm looking at spreadsheets. It's boring. So I fall asleep. And it's kind of annoying because then I'm not getting work done because I'm keep nodding off. Oh, that's the sound. That's the sound of finality right there. Let's go and see what we truly have done. Alright, we can finally turn this off. Alright, have it off. Let's go and see what we did. And look at that. That's gonna be so good when it like sets all the way. And when I finally do make a slice of this thing, I will definitely share with the class. Well, and that was me baking a Jewish cheesecake, everybody. So, I hope that we all got to have a little bit of fun. And I may or may not do stuff like this again in the future. I can tell you right now that streams with the RTX model will continue to be subathon goals. So I'm definitely gonna do stuff like this again, for sure. And I'll think of other things to make. I mean, I don't want to make something that like takes some degree of effort to make and is like, but takes effort to make, but isn't too much effort, because yeah, I need to be able to split my attention between y'all and what I'm doing after all. So I'm going to do some cleanup, and in about, I'm going to say 30-ish minutes, give or take, I'll be on the VTuber circuit with more Watch Wolfies. So, feel free to get yourself a snack, stand up, do a stretcher, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes, give or take. Depends on how long it takes me to like, clean out everything. So, see y'all shortly.